you've mitigated it or you've remediated it. At this point, you need to reassess, right? So you need to rescan your solution, or create a new manifest or a new SBOM that incorporates the changes that you've made. A manifest file will be a challenge because it only knows about the version. Most scanners look at the version, and if the version hasn't changed, your results won't change either. So that'll be a significant problem for your security team. However, if you use an SBOM, and if the SBOM is created correctly, you might actually be able to track the patches that have been applied to your solution, right? Because the SBOM could actually interrogate the source and find out that CVE has been fixed via a patch into your solution. Once you have this updated manifest file or SBOM, you'll need to rescan. And more importantly, and most importantly, at the end of it, you'll need to validate whether or not your solution has been fixed, whether or not the update that you made or the changes that you made are valid. Rescanning, the key aspects here, being able to rescan after your change is made, whether or not that was a patch or an off-red, is critical to that life cycle. The next key thing is you need to stay current on whether or not that's your SBOM or the latest CVE knowledge base. Your triage efficiency, having updated results enables you to efficiently triage the vulnerabilities as they're coming in, while at the same time understanding that you've been effective in mitigating or remediating the CVEs that you've previously marked. And then the whole thing around the DevOps integration, again, I highlighted this in the earlier slide. Having your solution be able to, or having your partner solution being able to understand the whole bug tracking, issue tracking, lifecycle solution pipeline, and having that data automatically feed into your scanner would be a critical component. And then validation. So, as discussed previously, there are two paths to fixing a CVE: backporting and uprevving. And in both cases, you need to understand whether or not you broke anything. Backporting comes with new code. Uprevving comes with new features and possibly new CVEs and new packages. This could be a very circular, never-ending process. When you uprev, as I mentioned previously, adding other packages could result in that your application needs to be updated as well to use the new interfaces brought on by these new packages. At the end of the day, testing. Testing to determine, so one of the key things that I want to mention here is testing to determine if a CVE has been fixed is often very much a challenge. A lot of the CVEs are almost theoretical in nature, and as a result, do not have an easy test case to show whether or not the vulnerability has actually been resolved. So there's no real fundamental test case. I mean, if you look at some of the most high-profile CVEs that are out there, they require to understand the caching of the core, understanding the compiler, understanding a whole significant aspects, and to really exploit it could be a significant challenge, right? More often than not, the common course of action is once you've fixed the CVE as directed, as you've taken the code from A and put it into your solution, you need to do a smoke test. And the smoke test is really, does your larger set of code still do what it's supposed to do? Does it still function as you would expect it to do? Once you've smoke tested it and it actually builds and it actually functions as it should, you then start needing the whole process of integration testing, regression testing with system and full end-to-end testing, right? We're going to dig into a little bit deeper onto that, but testing is going to be one of your biggest challenges. So one of the key things that you'll need to look for is you need to make sure that your semi-vendor or your partner, they're the ones out there that are going to be able to fix and validate whether or not the solution they're providing is fully validated for your solution. So the last section is improve. Everybody should be always wanting to improve, right? So you want to eliminate the issues that you had, understanding how to assess, making sure that your assessments are accurate, eliminating the issues in your when you've acted on it. You want to evolve that process. You want to evaluate the metrics, how quickly, how accurately, how the validation went. These are the act that you do once you've completed the cycle. And then the key thing is, once you've evaluated, once you've improved your cycle, you need to start that whole process over again.